And good morning, everybody. So, apparently, Nintendo has decided to host a Pokemon Direct fairly early in the morning, depending on where you live. And it's not that early where I am, but of course, I had trouble sleeping last night. Anyway, I'm going to be reacting to this. And it hasn't happened yet, so I'm going to be reacting to it. Well, semi-live. It's live for me, but this will have already been recorded for you. So, predictions. I am hoping for Pokémon Stars. Pokémon Stars would be the third version of Sun and Moon. And I'm really hoping that if it's Pokémon Stars, it is on the Switch. Because, well, for one thing, I don't have a 3DS. Also, I heard that Sun and Moon are pretty good, and I would love to play one of them, hopefully Pokémon Stars. Most importantly, to my understanding, Growlithe is actually obtainable near the start of the game, and Growlithe is my favorite Pokemon. And I also heard that later in the game, when you evolve it into an Arcanine, you can actually ride Arcanine as a mount. That sounds awesome. So, hopefully it is Pokémon Stars for Nintendo Switch. Alternatively, it could be a couple of other things. It could be a new Mystery Dungeon game. It hasn't been that long since the last Mystery Dungeon game released. I want to say November 2015, so it hasn't quite been 2 years yet. But it's still a possibility. It could also be just something completely random, like maybe a cell phone game. Hopefully it's not a cell phone game. If it's a cell phone game, it better be really interesting. Really, as long as whatever they announce is going to be on Nintendo Switch, I'll be happy, because I don't see myself getting a 3DS anytime soon. Maybe some years down the line when the 3DS is no longer relevant, I'll pick one up just to get a hold of the cheap collection of amazing games. Assuming the collection gets cheap by that point. There are certain Nintendo games that never seem to drop in price. While we're waiting for this to start, by the way, I want to bring up my Twitch channel where I am currently playing Pokemon Yellow, and I'm doing this little gimmick where instead of being the trainer, I am one of the Pokemon. So definitely check out my Twitch channel. There is a link somewhere on my YouTube channel. It's basically twitch.com/Dragon, I'm pretty sure. That is my username there, Dragon. Not Dragon Fuzzbottom, not Dragon Fuzzbottom Jr., just plain Dragon. Keep it simple. Just recently, my trainer had helped us defeat Koga, despite our team being severely underleveled. It was pretty cool. And we'll be heading into Silphco next. Oh, and here we go.
皆さんこんばんは。
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokémon Company.
今日は
Today, I'll be delivering the latest news about Pokémon from our offices. As many of you know, Nintendo launched its new system, Nintendo Switch, on March 3rd. You may even be playing some games on your own Nintendo Switch already.
I wish.
その任天堂
Won't be
And
getting
now,
mine for a while.
Finally, we are excited to announce a Pokémon game for the system.
Yay!
Our first title on Nintendo Switch will be the Pokémon fighting game,
Oh,
Pokkén Tournament Deluxe.
okay. I'm fine with this.
We've prepared a special trailer to showcase the game. Please take a look.
I haven't played the original. Maybe I'll get this version.
海外で働く兄を訪ねて僕はこの地にやってきた。バックパックには甥っ子たちへのプレゼント。兄に会ったら昔みたいにポケモンバトルだ。
Gotta love these trailers where they show people, but not much of the actual game. Pokémon Company seems to do that a lot. Well, it's a good thing I turned the volume down because this sounds like music that would get a copyright strike. So, I wonder if there'll be any new Pokemon in this game. I'm not completely familiar with the complete roster of fighters in the original. I mean, the roster is decent, but I wouldn't mind more choices, considering there are 700 and more Pokemon to see. There needs to be more choices. So far, I'm not seeing any new choices, but maybe they'll show them off at some point. Okay, yep, there's a whole bunch of choices there. I will definitely take the time to kind of pause back there. Let me make a mental note where that is. I can't make a mental note where that is. There's no clock. I'm sure I'll find it. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's a new one. That is totally a new one. I'm fairly certain that is not one that's in there normally. And then there's that Pokemon, and I don't know what Pokemon that is. I didn't know what that green one was either. Alright, so pretty sure that, yeah, there's going to be some new monsters to play as. Having choices is awesome. I really like the idea of Pokkén Tournament, by the way. Finally getting away from those turn-based battles and actually having your Pokemon battle like in the cartoon, kinda. It's awesome. Or it looks awesome, anyway. Oh, gee, I wonder what's in those presents. Wait. What is in those presents? Were they just playing their 3DSs? No, seriously, what is it? Oh, is it just Sun and Moon? Oh, I swear, it better not be Pokemon Stars for the 3DS, or I will be disappointed. Whoa, that was creepy. UltraSun and UltraMoon?
I hope you enjoyed that.
Aww.
Tournament Deluxe takes full advantage of the variety of gameplay modes made possible by Nintendo Switch. You can, of course,
I guess I'm missing out in this generation.
enjoy dynamic Pokemon battles
Growlithe
on the screen.
better be
Or
catchable in the
you
next
can enjoy
generation.
tabletop mode, share one of your Joy-Con with another player, and dive into a match anytime, anywhere. In the Wii U version of Pokkén Tournament, players could choose from 16 playable Pokemon. In addition to those, the Nintendo
I like the
Switch version
Luchador
includes
Pikachu,
Dark
by
Red,
the way. It makes a lot more sense in a fighting game than regular Pikachu.
and Krogan,
I definitely do like the
as well as
choices in this.
Decidueye.
Maybe there
Pokemon
could be
Sun
more
and
choices, but the
Pokemon
choices they
Moon
got
for a total
is
of
definitely
5
cool.
new playable Pokemon.
And you know, the monsters look cool as well.
On top of that, you can enjoy 3 versus 3 team battles, as well as online ranked matches and friend-only group matches. We're really giving it the
Question,
deluxe
are these requiring a cell phone to do?
Pokkén Tournament Deluxe will launch on September 22nd.
Okay, cool. The fact that it's called Deluxe is a pretty good indicator that it'll be mostly like the original, like
One of the world's
Mario
largest
Kart
gaming
8 Deluxe.
conventions, we will have a playable demo
I
for you
am
to
not
enjoy at the
too concerned about there being
show. We're also planning on including
ports
this title
on the Nintendo
Nintendo's
Switch.
Treehouse Live. In addition, the game will be featured in
As long as it's getting these games and they're getting additional content, it doesn't bother me.
So please look forward to it.
Well, let's see. If Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Pokkén Tournament are going to the Switch, being ported,
I would like to pass it on
I wonder
to
if that means Smash 4 will. Not that I really care. Not really that much of a fan of Smash 4.
Hello, everyone.
I miss
I'm
Subspace
Jeff Running.
Emissary, and
I'd like to introduce you to the latest installment
Brawl had a
of
much
Pokemon
better level
Nintendo
editor.
3DS family of systems.
Plus, I don't feel that strong in Smash 4 compared to when I played Smash Brawl. But whatever, this isn't about Smash, this is about Pokemon. And my gosh, am I disappointed.
New features will allow you to enjoy your adventure even more, making this truly an Ultra title.
It's not Ultra enough. It needed to be on Switch.
UltraMoon will see a simultaneous global release on the Nintendo 3DS family of systems.
Again, I'm probably not going to have a 3DS for a long time. I've got priorities, like Nintendo Switch. I gotta get that.
I have one more announcement for you. This fall, we'll release Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version for the Virtual Console service on Nintendo 3DS.
Meh.
Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version were originally released in
Why not
1999
Crystal?
as the second installment in the
You released Red, Blue, and Yellow. Why not
Virtual
Crystal?
Console releases, we've recaptured all the fun of those
I mean, it
original
ultimately
games
doesn't matter for me, because it's only for 3DS.
with the Pokemon Bank application.
But I feel like I should be in a complaining mood right now, and so I am in a complaining mood.
Same day as Pokkén Tournament Deluxe, September 22nd.
Well, at least
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Pokkén Tournament is
We'll
cool.
be hard at work on Pokkén Tournament Deluxe for Nintendo Switch.
It's
Pokemon
something.
UltraSun and Pokemon UltraMoon for Nintendo 3DS, and Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version for the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console service for all of you Pokemon fans.
At some point, I will be streaming Pokemon Silver version over at Twitch, by the way. Don't know when, because after I'm done with Yellow, I'm going to be taking part in the Final Fantasy V 4 job. The Final Fantasy V 4 job fiesta. It's a charity thing. It's pretty interesting. Basically, you play Final Fantasy V where you are given a set of 4 random jobs out of the possible 24, and you have to stick with them the entire game. It's a challenge. Alright, back to the Pokkén Tournament roster. Where would that be? Apparently, after the official thing actually started. At least there was something in this stream worth watching. I mean, I'm sure you guys would be interested in UltraSun and UltraMoon. And I would be too if I just had a 3DS. I kind of regret not getting a 3DS. Where in this trailer was the roster?
Wii U version of
Alright. Definitely some interesting choices here. Mewtwo, of course Mewtwo has to be in there. The fact that UltraSun is in there is definitely an interesting choice.
Pokkén Tournament.
Is it like
Players could choose from 6
the only 4-legged character in this roster? I mean, if we can have a 4-legged character in the roster, that opens up the possibility of so many other options. I mean, again, this is a decent roster. I kind of like the size of this roster. What did they say? 14, 16, something like that? It's a decent sized roster, so I can't really complain too much about the roster. There's definitely some monsters in here that I'd be willing to try out. I mean, Lucario is cool. Oh, I didn't even notice Shadow Mewtwo. Is Shadow Mewtwo any interesting compared to Mewtwo? Because, like, Luchador Pikachu, that's interesting. But Shadow Mewtwo? That's almost a generic clone right there. There's nothing generic about Luchador
in
Pikachu.
addition to those.
And this Chandelure, that is another interesting choice, gotta say. So the fact that UltraSun and Chandelure are in there, you really could just throw in any Pokemon into this. Of course, something else I need to remember is this is the playable roster, but you also have these partner Pokemon that you can tag in, like, for a special attack or something like that. I can't remember if they're playable, but there are other Pokemon that join the fray, at least temporarily. So, I guess that's gonna be it. In short, Pokkén Tournament, yay, that's cool, I'll probably be getting it. UltraSun and UltraMoon, boo, why couldn't it be Pokemon Stars on the Switch? Oh well, I'll just have to get my Growlithe kicks in Yellow. Oh yeah, and Gold and Silver, where's Crystal? Anyway, like I said, hop on over to my Twitch channel where I am sometimes playing Pokemon Yellow, where I'm a Pokemon. And, also worth noting what Pokemon, I'm a Nidoran. Interesting choice, right? As for what I'm doing here at YouTube, I'm playing a Zelda game and I'm playing an RPG Maker game. If you happen to be interested in the upcoming RPG Maker Fez, which is coming out soon on the 3DS, maybe you might be interested in seeing this RPG Maker game. Because it's a 3D RPG Maker game, and it looks pretty interesting. I just started it up, so we'll see if it stays interesting. As for the Zelda game, it involves Link turning into a rabbit.